Good morning, everyone. Those of you who were here with us last year may remember the Bean sisters. You remember them? Two best friends and band members, one who needed a kidney and the other who gave her that gift. Theirs was an amazing story of a powerful friendship and how a transplant transformed two lives. Today, I want to tell you some more amazing stories. And I'll begin with a quote from someone in our community who wishes to remain anonymous. Dialysis demands an enormous price of kidney patients, one which can be paid only with patience, courage, tolerance, and grace. And from this challenge, the rest of us learn the meaning of fortitude. At Northwest Kidney Centers, we rejoice when people with kidney disease undergo a transplant, and we do everything in our power to facilitate that choice for them. But we remain in never-ending awe of the fortitude of the nearly 1,700 people we treat who undergo 250,000 dialysis treatments a year in our centers, 4 hours a day, 3 days a week, 52 weeks a year, every single week of their lives. Their stories are inspiring and remarkable and every day amazing. So how can something be both everyday, common, and also amazing, extraordinary? Well, to begin with, nearly 500,000 Americans are on dialysis today, and another 25 million in the United States have kidney disease. Some of them may one day need dialysis. So that makes it seem like a pretty common procedure to me. But one of the most extraordinary things about dialysis is that for people who have kidneys that have failed, it's the only thing that stands between them and death. And this opportunity has been available to people with kidney disease for a relatively short time of just over 50 years. For so many people, dialysis is life. But make no mistake about it, it's tough, beyond imagination, to be tied to this burdensome routine. So when Northwest Kidney Centers began a strategic planning process last year to look at how we can make life better for the dialysis patients we serve, I didn't ask for a music cue right now, so I'm gonna pause. That's the music that goes with the strategic plan, so here I go. So when Northwest Kidney Centers began a strategic planning process last year to look at how we could make life better for dialysis patients, we focused on one key concept: choice. We not only want to strive to be the place that people choose for their dialysis care, we want to be sure they have an abundance of choices when they get here. So if they decide to go to one of our 15 centers closest to their home, we'll make sure those centers have the safest, highest quality, most respectable and comfortable places that they could choose. And we plan to grow bigger so people in our region have even more dialysis choices to choose from. If home dialysis or a transplant is the right choice for them, we'll provide all the guidance and support they need. And we'll be there if they're very sick and need special, loving care. In fact, over the past year, we have tripled the number of centers that support home dialysis and doubled the number of centers that provide special care for medically fragile individuals, all to make choices more readily available to people close to their home. In addition, our plan calls for us to focus on lowering the overall total cost of healthcare by helping people living with kidney disease make wise choices about their overall health. And we're strategically choosing partners who share this vision. So now I realize that strategic plans are not the stuff of inspiring speeches, so I won't go into more detail. But I will tell you that as a nonprofit, community-owned kidney care organization, the 10th largest dialysis provider in the United States, as the one that provides 4 out of 5 people the dialysis care they need in King County, And with one of the highest home dialysis rates in the nation and a transplant rate that's 80% higher than the national average, we're not resting on these laurels. Your support makes it possible for us to do more, to offer those we serve even more choices for their care. So, did you know Northwest Kidney Centers is probably one of the only, if not the only, dialysis programs that has clinics open on Sunday in the United States? Your support makes that possible. Or that your gifts provide medications through charity care from our specialized kidney care pharmacy, the first of its kind in the country, for people who can't afford to pay them. Or did you know that we provide financial counselors to every person we serve to help them manage the complex maze of health insurance and other financial hardships associated with chronic kidney disease? And we're using technology and partnerships with a system that notifies us within 5 minutes when any one of our patients goes into an emergency room or is admitted to a hospital in the state of Washington, enabling us to better provide follow-up care and coordination. And your support for kidney research over the years is making a real difference today, such as proving that starting dialysis early provides no more benefit than beginning it at the point when symptoms are truly distressing, and dialysis is an absolute necessity. In fact, starting too early can cause terrible harm to someone's quality of life. So when it comes to improving the health of our community, another one of our objectives, we have recently entered into a partnership, you're hearing it here today first, with the American Diabetes Association to bring a unique prevention program to South King County, where it's desperately needed, and to undertake other programs to prevent diabetes, which so often leads to kidney failure. You make that possible too. It's true. People rely on Northwest Kidney Centers and you to be able to live their everyday, amazing lives with kidney disease. People like Nancy Spaeth and Ben Rubeck, who both graduated from prestigious universities and became educators. And amazing everyday people like Sherry, one of my new patient friends, who is simply enjoying her retirement and living a full life while visiting our downtown Elliott-based center 3 evenings a week, undergoing dialysis with patience, courage, tolerance, grace, and fortitude. The fact is, every life of every person who receives dialysis care is amazing, and I'm grateful to you to making each and every one of them possible. Thank you.